these gentlemen both flying the Falcon Tire flag. Again, Darren McNamara, our #1 qualifier. Dio Shihara qualifying 16th. Ready to send them. See the teal and blue, so unfortunately for Falcon, one of the drivers getting knocked out. And there it is. Here we go. We're officially turning the wheels on our first battle of top 16. Darren McNamara out front, initiating into the bank. Nice angle as he pulls away from Dio Shihara. Filling outside clip is Darren. Both these guys tit for tat as they come into the outside clipping zone. Dio gets the proximity, but has to slow it up. Now transitioning around that final clip, Dio Shihara takes it out. Man, Dio navigate through it. They hit a cone. So that faint entry that Dio Shihara has been using coming into effect here. Nice solid job by both the drivers through the bank. Look at Dio Shihara, you can see his front tires wavering. Just a very scary fast entry, talking to some of the drivers. Great angle from Dio, putting the car in the right places. It's going to be a hard one to call. I mean, we have the judges' verdict: Dio Shihara, Darren McNamara, Andy, Ryan, and Brian. So we're saying Darren, and Darren. It is unanimous. So I'm sure it came down to that first run where Dio Shihara had just a couple bobbles and corrections. So Darren McNamara moves on to the Great 8. So take it further. Here we go. Kenny Moen out front. Jun Ming trying to catch up. Similar space between these guys through the whole bank. Jun Ming shallows up, fails to hit that touch and go as Kenny maintains a great angle, hits the outside clip. Jun, very shallow angle as Kenny rips through the course. So here we go, Jun Ming will be out front, and Kenny Moen giving chase. Again, V8 versus Dujay. As Kenny Moen, look at that, just sucking up to that back wheel of Jun Ming. Nice job. Oh! Is he scrubbing some speed there as Jun Ming goes off course. So now we need to see what transpired here for Jun and Kenny.
Formula Drift vehicles are equipped with lights that are on the top of the vehicles. Here we go from another angle. Yeah, there you can see clearly contact there. That's a great angle right there.
Jun or Kenny Moen now, this has championship implications as well. Does he get knocked out? Where does he shape up? Because, you know, coming to this round again. Okay, so Jun, Andy says Jun, Ryan and Brian, look at that. Ryan says Kenny Moen, and Jun Ming gets the win. Taking a look to see if Matt Field and Chris Forsberg have gone against each other 3 times, with Forsberg winning 100% of the time. Last win was against him in Miami, and you know, Field fought hard, tooth and nail, but Forsberg came out on top. So here we go, Forsberg initiated into the bank. That VK56 powered with nitrous under the hood. Wow, the Nissan V8, nice job by Forsberg. Riding the bank. Field a little bit lower, but strategy could come to play as far as proximity goes. And there's Field getting that angle. Not as much as Forsberg executing properly on the track. Wow, just banging away. Make some noise. Ready to send it as Field is out front. Diving in on the bank. Field losing his back bumper. As Field, look at, I've talked about that horsepower. He's almost outpowering Forsberg coming into the power rally. So Forsberg foregoing that touch and go area. Need to gain that proximity there. And Forsberg does that, closing the gap. Just narrowly letting him pass by. Whoa, doctor, look at that. Field and Forsberg, who's gonna get it? Andy says Forsberg, and Brian Eggert says one more time, look at that. But regardless, 2-1, Forsberg gets the win. Here we go. Ryan Turk's out front, Ken Gucci giving chase. Ryan Turk initiates, Ken Gucci right there. Look at this, all Scion battle. Definitely cool as Ryan Turk comes into the power rally. Gucci transitioning. Oh, nice and close. Barely squeeze a piece of paper between these gentlemen. Nice job, Ken Gucci allowed him to pass by, and he does as we bring it around that final clip. Nice job by both these Formula Drift veterans.
No lack of excitement here, Jared. As you can see, both guys very aggressive on initiation, staying close together. Ken Gucci and Ryan Turk, nice mid-high line right there, moving all the way up the bank. Gucci comes down a little bit to gain proximity, so making a little bit of a mistake to try to gain some advantage, and then you can see right here, boom, right into the pocket. Very precision driving right there by Ken Gucci. It allows him to stay right on the back bumper of Ryan Turk. A little bit of a bobble right there on that second inside clip, but just for a second, so really good battle so far.
So here we go, back to the action here as Ken Gucci will be leading the Ready Scion Racing FRS. coming into the bank. Look at Ryan Turk reeling him in. Not quite the angle that Gucci has, but getting that proximity. Here we go into the power alley. Gucci right in the yellow line. Hanging out there quite a bit, allowing Ryan Turk to calculate how he's going to strike. Almost identical runs, Ryan. How are we going to do? How are we going to bring it around? Man, great showing by these guys. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see them go one more time? I can't hear you. Do you think one more time? Stop your feet. Here we go, going to the judges. Ken Gucci, drum roll, please. Ken Gucci says Andy. Ryan says one more time, and Brian says one more time! Sheet out front on this first portion of this battle. All right, so here we go. Sheeta initiated into the bank. Can Dean hang this high horsepower 2J. And Dean trying to get closer to Robbie Nishida. Robbie hitting the outside clipping zone. Oh, but Dean getting closer. Almost taking him out, man. Whoa, and Nishida straightens and corrects. So, man, Dean almost getting into a tussle there with Nishida. So here we go. Carney initiating medium, now getting higher on the bank. Now Nishida. A lot of those guys foregoing that touch and go to get that proximity. And there's Nishida. His front wheel almost mimicking now. Remember, he had that deficit, so is this enough to offset him going off course? Carnage, Carney, Robbie Nishida. Let's go to the judges. And it looks like Andy is saying Dean Carney, and there it is. So it's unanimous. Dean Carnage Carney gets the win, knocking out Robbie Nishida. Here, round 5 as JTP navigates the start chicane. Nice job by JTP. We got a clean start. All right, grab your seat now as we get ready. Down in front here as JTP. Nice job on the bank. Riding, almost scraping his back bumper on the wall. Conrad, slight bobble coming to the power alley. Needs to get in proximity. Look at that nasty flick from Grunwald. Nice job by Pollock. A real solid, I mean, if that was a standalone run, that would definitely have been a high qualifying run. And Pollock gives chase. Here we go, Pollock getting the proximity. Conrad pulling away. Look at that, even higher, almost scraping his back bumper. Nice job. Pollock actually getting to that outside touch and go, feeling that rip of the point. And Pollock, not as much angle as Conrad now, needs to suck up, get that proximity as Conrad does a good job. Make some noise for Grunwald and Pollock. So Andy, Ryan, and Brian, one more time from Andy. Ryan Lantagne says Justin Pollock, and Brian Eggert says Justin Pollock. Justin Pollock gets the win. This is the first run of this one more time battle for top 16 as Ken Gucci gets that proximity. Man, these guys are almost mimicking each other, which looks so cool. Seeing two of the same vehicles and seeing just a silent FRS. Nice job, Ryan. That yellow. Oh, and Ryan Turk touching that clipping, that touch and go area, hitting that cone. But Gucci maintaining the proximity and maintaining that angle, not getting bothered by that potential tire drop. So going to be Formula veteran since day one, or since 2006. Ryan Turk, I mean, practically a veteran, just missing those first 2 years, so 9 events in total actually. But here we go, Gucci coming to the power rally. Ryan Turk mimicking him. Man, are we going to see another one more time? I mean, Turk did have that tire drop. He knows he needs to apply the pressure. He's really hoping out front that Gucci potentially makes a mistake, but Ryan Turk with a really strong chase job there. But Ryan, going off course, could that be the nail in Turk's coffin? Well,
no doubt. It's another close battle between these two competitors as Ken Gucci leads the way into the bank. Ryan Turk tucking up a little bit shallower angle right there, but nice job on the closeness factor. Is Ryan Turk in the chase position. Gucci stays nice and wide right here as he transitions into the power alley, into that first outer zone right there. He goes a little bit wide. Like to see him come a little bit closer to this inside clip as he comes into that late apex. And then right here, you can see Ryan Turk really putting on the proximity factor on the last part of the course as they cross the finish line with Gucci out ahead.
So as it stands right now, again, Darren McNamara is going against June Mang in the grade 8. Chris Forsberg will go against the winner on this side. Carney versus JTP, and here's the decision. Who is Chris Forsberg going to be going against in the grade 8? Gucci or Turk? Andy, Ryan, and Brian giving their verdict. Ken Gucci says Andy Yen. Ryan says Ryan Turk, and Brian says Ken Gucci. So Ken Gucci gets the win as Ryan Lantagne. It's a 2-1 again, so pretty interesting here. Unfortunately, we're finding out that the reigning champion is out. He is retired. So Michael Essa and his Esso Autosports Yokohama Tire BMW is unable to show up. So Odie will have a bye run here in his field suspension Nitto Tires S14. So Odie Bakshis, who is continuing this momentum, this success from New Jersey, is advancing on, as long as he just pulls through the course and just make sure he can turn some tires. We will have one more battle after this in the top 16, and it should be a good one. Osbo versus Mohan. So here's Odie Bakshis. Listen to this thing per V8 S14. So there you have it. Odie Bakshis, a bye run for him. The field suspension Nitto Tires S14 advances on to the Great 8. Osbo out front. Pekka Tires, Pop Rockets Racing. Old stumped. He's going to live up to it. Nice job so far from Osbo. Mohan, not too shabby. Could catch up to the power alley. Oh, and that's a big straight in correction. Just lacking the angle. Actually, not a correction, but lacking the angle. And Osbo is just absolutely performing properly. Oh, and that actually was a correction there towards the end on it. And McNamara, #1 qualifier, going against June Meng. I mean, look at these horsepower numbers, Ryan. 1,000 horsepower. I mean, you know, you're talking about the Dodge Viper, how much horsepower it has. I mean, it is a supercar, but to be honest, these cars, 240SXs are supercars. I mean, they're running V8s, you know, turbo, twin turbo, you know, nitrous. I mean, it's incredible, the power and the evolution of these vehicle builds.
My, how things have changed over the years, right?
Gosh dang, it's almost comical when we, you know, I watch video of myself like, oh my gosh, he's killing the bank, and like at Irwindale, and they're not even halfway, like, you know what I mean? Like, and now it's like, you ain't nothing unless you ride that wall. All right, here we go. Here comes D-Mac, Darren McNamara, and June Meng. Darren McNamara, nice job, high on the bank. June Meng needs to get that height in order to really get an advantage here. As now June Meng surges up, as Darren McNamara continues on his Irish parade here as McNamara, the Falcon Tires. Here we go. As June Meng will be leading. We're in the Nitto Tire Grade 8. This is the first battle. Nitto Tire Grade 8. Good job. Look at Darren McNamara mirroring the angle of Meng. Oh, look at this. A quick little bobble there as June Meng scrubs some speed. Almost similar to that of Kenny Mohan. So almost you scratch your head. But as June, great angle. McNamara cannot be shaken. And nice job there as they finish out the rest of the course. And there it is, Andy, Ryan, and Brian, and let's make it official. Darren McNamara gets the win. D-Mac, the Falcon Tires S14, advances on. Ryan, here we go as Forsberg initiates a little feint entry into the bank. Nice job by Forsberg, straight up, good angle as Gushi's mimicking it. Nice job. Gushi lower on the bank, the Forsberg coming into that power alley. Let it hang out as Forsberg. Now Gushi trying to get that proximity, and he does. Forsberg on the throttle. A little bit of a stall there almost, as Forsberg pours on the angle, gets out to that wall out there. Man, getting into the splash zone. Let's see if Lahoonigan can make his way to the podium. Now remember, he has to go against McNamara. He needs to win in the four. Oh, and look at this, Gushi falling off. So Gushi shutting her down, so this means that Forsberg should advance on as long as he keeps it between the lines, as Gushi has to let him and see Forsberg finish it out. And that should be all she wrote for Gushi. And Gushi, Chris Forsberg, make it official, slide him right, and advance on. Chris Forsberg gets the win. Moving on to the other side of the Grade 8 brackets, already in the Final Four. Again, McNamara and Forsberg. It's a must-win for Forsberg if he wants the podium, because Darren McNamara's #1 qualifying spot trumps his top 5 spot. Here we go, JTP, Dean Carnage-Carney, Justin Pollock. Look at these guys, right in the wall. Nice job by Pollock, the Falcon Tires Ford Mustang. As Dean Carnage-Carney touches that yellow line, that's definitely one tire. Oh, and Pollock spins! Pollock spins as Dean Carnage-Carney finishes out the course. So here we go, leaving the start line, Dean Carnage-Carney. Man, oh my goodness. So Justin Pollock, again, maybe getting a little too aggressive, as he knows he needs to really show up. Oh man. So just making it even that much more definitive. The Achilles Radial Oracle Lighting Dodge Viper is going to the Final Four. Let's slide him left. Dean Carnage-Carney gets the win. Dean Carnage-Carney advances on to the Final Four. Tag FESEA, tag him, get him up there on Instagram, get your cameras out, because I have a feeling there's going to be a barn burner. Here we go, the battle in Seattle continues. Odie Bakshi's initiating, Frederick Osbo trying to get that proximity. Look at Odie riding high on the wall. Nice job, Osbo a little bit lower. He's playing some strategy, getting that proximity, and yes, there they go into the power alley. Osbo lunges back, door to door, wheel to wheel. Nice job, you see Osbo just having that power on deck, navigating the track. Nice job, good showing, straight up battle. Probably one of the best battles we've seen today.
Yeah, no major mistakes, actually no even noticeable mistakes from either driver, very consistent. Nice job right here, both drivers on initiation. You can see Odie Bakshi's taking that high line with Frederick Osbo right there, just a little bit lower, just for a second. No major mistake right there. Odie, good usage of the course as he transitioned into the power zone right here. And then right here, Frederick Osbo dives in, proximity. Nice job on the throttle control, good back, good on the other side right there on that second inside clip. So great lead run by Odie, but you know, just as great of a chase run by Frederick.
All right, here we go, Osbo leading. As Odie Bakshi's gives chase. Good angle from Osbo. Look at Bakshi's. Man, you can't even see him in the smoke. Almost gets phased, but no, he's right there. Woo-hoo-hoo! Are you kidding me? What do you guys think? One more time? I can't hear you. One more time? Can't hear you.
Well, let's take a look at the replay, Jared. I mean, that's as close as it gets. That's probably the best battle of the weekend so far. Both competitors at the top of their game. Frederick Osbo in the lead position right here. Amazing job staying nice and wide. Both drivers using just so much of the course, really doing an excellent job. Odie right here dives in, gets ever so close. I mean, it is so hard to nitpick these runs. I mean, really no mistakes from either driver on either run. So hard to see how that wouldn't go one more time, but you know, that is thankfully not my job. So
yeah, it's you can see the judges really really absorb all that just went down. Here we go. Seems we have a verdict. Andy, Ryan, and Brian. Osbo left, Bakshi's right. Andy says Odie Bakshi. So Odie actually. Ryan saying one more time. Brian say one more time. They're going at it again. Yeah, whatever. Too busy to engage. I get it. It's cool, bro. Here we go. Odie Bakshi and Frederick Osbo are about to throw down. There's a one more time battle. Let's see. Oh wow, look at Osbo right there. I don't know if that strategy's gonna work out for him. He had to back off, but that, you know, 1,000 horsepower vehicle could just reel him in. As Odie, look at the angle as he goes that touch and go, and Osbo almost slamming into the side of S14. These guys are out for blood. Make some noise, Seattle. Odie and Osbo alternating the order. Now Osbo will be out front, Odie giving chase. Chicane is Osbo. And here we go, initiated into it. So a slow crawl there. Ryan, I'm pretty surprised by that initiation. Kind of a late entry there for Osbo. Is now coming into the power alley. Off the touch and go, transitioning into the rear clipping zone. Ryan, could we see another one more time? I mean, it can happen. We got rid of that rule, only one more time. Are we going to see it go down again? Ryan, an interesting initiation there by Osbo. Not to, is it Osbo or Odie advancing on to the Final Four? One more time from Andy. Ryan and Brian say. Ryan says Frederick Osbo. Brian, Frederick Osbo gets the win. Frederick Osbo gets the win. The first battle in the top four. Darren McNamara initiates. Chris Forsberg giving chase. Again, this is the first battle of the Final Four. Can Darren McNamara continue and have the perfect run or the perfect event, qualifying first and taking it all the way to the top as Chris Forsberg. Wow! Absolutely shadowing Dean Mac here, but McNamara putting his car in all the right places as they wrap around that final clip. Great showing by both these gentlemen. Ryan, let's take a look at it again.
Yeah, man, another amazing run here. Darren McNamara toe-to-toe with Chris Forsberg on initiation. Great job by both guys with Darren. Look at the fluidity and the commitment up top of Forsberg. Not to be shaken at all. Great usage of the track by Darren McNamara as Forsberg dives in right here, tucks in on the left rear bumper of Darren McNamara. Both drivers are perfect on that first and second inside clip. So no complaints from me whatsoever from both drivers as we're just seeing some amazing.
As we're about to get juiced here on the second half of this first Nitto Tire Top 4 battle. Forsberg out front, McNamara giving chase. Here we go, initiate into the big bang. Here goes Forsberg. See if we can ride that wall. Nice angle for both of these guys. McNamara closing the gap. door to door as McNamara with Forsberg. Forgoes the touch and go as McNamara gets out there. Now can McNamara get that proximity? Yes, he can. These guys are right there. Oh wow, McNamara shoots some flame as Forsberg gets to the outside clip. Man, look at McNamara firing off like a pissed off Irish dragon.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is another incredible run. I mean, like I said before, I know what button I'd be pushing if I was a judge. I mean, there's really no complaints from either driver. Darren McNamara, absolutely flawless in the chase position right here. As Chris Forsberg goes out wide to that outside zone. Darren McNamara's right there with them. Great battle right here. Both competitors perfect on that inside clip. There's that fire you talked about, Jared. And another amazing battle right there. These guys are just absolutely putting on a show, and I literally have no complaints. I mean, how do you nitpick those kind of runs? Are nearly perfect.
So here we go, Ryan. This is for the final. So Andy says Darren McNamara. Ryan says Darren McNamara. D-Mac gets the win. So McNamara gets the win. We're about to begin this battle. Here we go, Osbo and Dean Carnage Carney. So who's going to be going against D-Mac in the finals? Frederick Osbo initiates into the bank. Nice and high, man, practically scraping. Nice job by Osbo. Look at Carney. He is up there. Can he get his podium? As Osbo, oh, correction by Osbo. Osbo straightens. Dean Carnage Carney maintains drifting behind him. Wow, great performance by Dean Carnage Carney. Wow. So, wow, he does have a chink in his armor, the Norwegian hammer.
Yeah, well, Jared, this actually looks like a mechanical failure of some sort. You can see both drivers very strong, very aggressive up top. Nice job by Frederick, staying nice and high, but Kearney aggressive in the chase position. You can see Osbo drops the tire right there, as does Kearney coming through the smoke cloud. And then right there, Osbo on the transition back. He loses drift, he does not re-engage. That tells me there's something wrong with his car. I'm sure that we're going to be seeing the competition timeout sign come up here any second. But
the Minnow Tires top four, Dean Carnage Carney, Frederick Osbo. Is Osbo gonna podium again? A repeat from New Jersey as we get a late start here from Dean Carnage Carney. Navigate through the start chicane, and here we go. He needs to get up there. Osbo with that late start, or excuse me, yeah, kind of a late start, or early start, excuse me. As now, here we go, Dean Carnage Carney coming through into the power rally. Now remember, he's sitting on that advantage right now. If he plays it cool, Osbo needs to attack, as Carney is one clipping point away from his first ever Formula Drift podium. Bringing it on home for Achilles Radial and Oracle Lighting. And just purely going off the first and the second run, I have to assume Dean Carnage Carney will get his first Formula Drift podium.
I absolutely agree with you. I mean, obviously, Frederick Osbo shutting it down on that first run, a very big task to overcome, to be able to take out Dean on this second one. Dean not making any mistakes in the lead position right here. Nice job coming off the bank, good transition around. Osbo fighting for the Dean, staying tight on that, going a little bit wide on that inside clip, and then back around on the second inside. So no mistakes from Dean Kearney. This is going to be him moving on into the finals, and a tough break right here for Frederick Osbo. You hate to see him go out on a mechanical, but looks like that is going to be the case. And for Dean Kearney, his very first finals of his Formula Drift career.
All right, let's make it official. So we saw Frederick Osbo, and look at this, Dean gets 1, 2, and 3. Dean Carnage Carney's going to the finals in his Oracle Lighting Achilles Radial Dodge Viper first. It's an all-Irish battle here in the Northwest as we get Darren McNamara, his turbocharged V8 against the SRT Dodge Viper. Last time we saw a Dodge Viper podium was some time ago, right?
See on the Human Ed days.
Yeah, Human Ed days. I mean, two-time Formula champion in 04-06. Here we go, Darren McNamara initiates into the bank. Good initiation by D-Mac. Carney is right there in the back end of McNamara. He's got them driven together back in their native Ireland. As look at Carney applying the pressure. McNamara, a nice, flawless execution on that lead run. We are in the GoPro finals, Ryan. Man, I'm thoroughly impressed. I don't know what Dean Kearney had for dinner last night, but he needs to keep eating that.
Well, I think definitely Darren McNamara laid down the standard for the lead position, but Dean Kearney laying down also another standard in the chase position as both drivers pretty much flawless. Great job right there. Look at the proximity and the closeness from Dean Kearney and Darren McNamara coming off the bank, and then right here on the attack is Dean Kearney. Great job right there, not making contact and staying with them. Darren McNamara gets the better of that inside clip right there, just a little bit more fluid and closer as Dean Kearney falls back just a little bit, but very few mistakes.
We are clear to send. We are sending cars on 3. Let's send it here for the finals. Who's going to get it? Which Irish driver is going to put it down? On 3, 1, 2, 3, send it! Here we go. Dean Carney's out front. Darren McNamara giving chase. As Dean Carney initiates, got a clean start here. Look at McNamara slingshotting up to the door of the Dodge Viper, but now having to back down as Dean Carney, little weeble wobble there as he pushes the power out. Hopefully nerves don't get the best of him. As there is the Irish Dragon showing up once again. As Dean Carney wraps him around that final clip, makes some noise for our two Irish Warriors.
Well, not disappointing at all, Jared. Both of these guys, after a long wait here, we finally get that full pull. You can see Darren McNamara backs off just a little bit, but look at this attack right here. Boom, saves it, stays right on it, doesn't fall back too much. And then Dean Carney right there, nice job on that big long bank. Darren McNamara trying to reel him in and out as they go back and forth. Punches back and forth between both of these competitors. Dean not going very wide right here. It does cause him to miss that inside clip. And then right here, Darren McNamara surges to the inside. So a good battle between these guys. A little bit of a line issue right there for Dean Carney and Darren.
Our top three, the Speed Hunters closing ceremonies. So of course, you know who got third place. Third place here at round 5 of the Formula Chip Championship in the Hankook Tires 370Z, Chris Forsberg. The force is strong. He's 5 for 5 this season. Now the winner here, round 5 of the Formula Drift Championship, coming to us from Ireland. Always has an accent. In the Falcon Tires turbocharged V8, it's Darren McNamara. D-Mac gets the win here in Seattle. He hasn't won since 2009, and here he is once again. Hasn't podiumed since Atlanta. Darren McNamara grabs first place in the Falcon Tires S14. That means second place goes to the Oracle Lighting Dodge Viper. Gets his first Formula Drift podium. Dean Carney grabs his first Formula Drift podium. Dean, put your hands up, buddy. You got your first Formula Drift podium. Round of applause. There you go. Get up there. You deserve it. You've worked hard. The Oracle Lighting Dodge Viper on Achilles radial tires. So D-Mac at first, Dean Carney second, Chris the Force Forsberg in third.